Hey guys, Marlo back again with another 1/6 scale unboxing and review. This time it's from Toyworks, and this is the guidance figure, also known as Trinity, as seen in the Matrix 2. So this is the shipper box that it came with. I ordered my figure from 1/6 kit. I'll put links in the video and description as to checking out his website if you are curious about this figure or any other future 1/6 scale figures. This is a third-party or unlicensed figure by Toyworks. So, you know, as with many unlicensed figures, you can't expect 100% accuracy. So we'll see how well Toyworks does with this figure. And inside, you can see the actual box comes shipped in a nice plastic wrap here to protect the box. So let's get that out. And quite similar to the Morpheus figure, which I got a couple months ago, the box resembles that. You can see sort of a glossy image there, which you can just barely make out. There you go. With the lighting, you can see that it is Trinity, as seen in the Matrix 2. And again, because it's a third-party figure, they are just calling it the guidance figure, 1/6 scale collectible action figure, again by Toyworks. So there you go. You can see more of the body there depending on the angle of the lighting. The side of the box with that cool sort of matrixy graphics going on there. The back there, just some warning information and whatnot. And again, a pretty simple side of the box there. Can't make out what else is going on there. Yeah, I don't think there's any other images of like Trinity going on. So yeah, mainly from the front, again, depending on the angle, you can see her quite nicely there, the way the light is shining. But again, if you twist it a certain way, she kind of disappears, which is kind of cool. So let's go ahead and open this up. Let's see, is it sealed? I don't think there's any tape on it, so let me see. Okay, so upon getting the lid off, it's a shoebox style box, quite simple. You can see the figure inside. You can see some of the accessories there. A couple pistols. Not sure what that is. Let's see, can we make that out? I guess they're her sunglasses or shades. That's what I'm guessing. Her sword. Looks like a couple extra hands. And yeah, we'll see what else comes inside this figure. But overall, that's how she comes packaged. Let's see if there's anything underneath. Okay, nothing behind there, and from the looks of it, it looks like there could be a stand and base there, so that's kind of neat. So let's get this portion open. Top of the clamshell. Again, a closer look at the figure. Apologies for the lighting. Oh, everything's falling out. Oh, okay. Let me set everything aside and take them out of the package for a better look. And here we have the Trinity figure out of the clamshell box. So before we take a closer look at the figure, let's go ahead and check out the accessories that she comes with. She comes with the stand and display base. Looks to be exactly like the one that came with the Toyworks Morpheus figure. What the heck was that one called? The Spiritual Leader, I believe it was called. But again, yeah, it looks like the same base. We have two pairs of extra hands there, as you can see. They're gloved hands, as well as two automatic pistols. I don't know, these are like what, micro Uzis or something. Don't really know my guns, but you guys can let me know in the comments below. And of course, she has her shades. These are basically just made out of plastic, so be careful. It can be quite fragile. And last but not least, we have her sword. The actual blade appears to be a metallic or metal blade, which is nice, so you don't have to worry about that breaking as easily as a plastic sword. So it has a nice shine to it, being metal. And the handle there, or the base of the sword, is all in plastic, but some pretty nice details going on there. Hopefully it's focusing okay, but yeah, a nice metal sword, plastic shades, couple of automatic pistols there. Be careful with pulling the top back. It does go back a little bit. You don't want to lose there's like a little pin at the front, and on one of mine it fell out when I moved it a little bit too far forward, so just be aware of that. Let's see, do the magazines come out? Doesn't seem like them. Oh yeah, they do. So the magazines do come out of the pistols, as you can see there, so that's kind of nice. So let's see, as far as the figure, let's see how tall she is. I have my measuring stick there. So Trinity appears to stand right at about maybe 11 inches tall, maybe a little bit taller than that, as you can see, from the bottom of her feet to the top of her head. So just about 11 inches tall. So I suppose that would be right, because I guess she's not as tall as maybe Neo or some of the other characters in the film. So let's get going with the details of the figure. I guess the most important would be the face. The likeness to Carrie-Anne Moss, I think, is not too bad. Let's see if I can get the camera once again to focus. There we go, that's a little bit better. So not too bad. Profile looks a little bit funny. The forehead, don't know what you guys think, but again, not too bad. Don't know why Hot Toys never got around to doing Trinity. They only did the Neo. But yeah, this is a character I've been wanting to pair up with my Neo for the longest time. You can see there is a zipper. I don't care for these larger attachments to the zipper. They kind of take out the realism, in my opinion, so I might go ahead and get rid of that, just cut it off. And you can see there's still a little tiny zipper tab there, so you should still be able to pull down the zipper. Flows down to the skirt. It's all in a faux leather type material, kind of shiny. Not sure how the material will hold up over time, so I'm quite curious about that, but it looks really nice in hand, nice and shiny and slick, just like in the movie. Here is the back of the figure as far as the details and the stitch work there. It looks nice and clean. Again, flowing down to the bottom. And let me see if I can get into some of the other details here. Just the lighting. So it appears there's a wire at the bottom there of the skirt, so you can pose and position that however you wish. And underneath all that, we can see her boots, which are plastic. There's some rotation there. You're gonna have to mess with the pants. A lot of the pants were kind of bunched up around the knees on mine when I first pulled her out of the box. So I kind of had to pull the pants up a little bit. They were kind of low in the crotch area, so I kind of tried to pull it up higher up the waist. So you might have to do that straight out of the box like so. Try to give a little more leeway there in the crotch area, so you can hopefully open it up just a little bit. Just be careful, you don't want to overstretch it. The legs do go forward like so. Pretty good. There is enough give in the material, so you can see there, double hinge in the knee, so you can get a pretty good bend, but again, just be careful of that over time. Don't want to overstretch it or tear the material. And let's see, the zipper does go down, I believe. I haven't done it yet, but let's see if I can do that real quick. So you can pull it down, and you can see the body underneath. The chest is a rubberized material, and it does feel softer around the waist there. Yeah, it is a softer rubberized material at the top. As far as the color match, you can see the head color is a little bit more pink compared to the body. So as far as a color match, that's a little bit off, but you're not going to really notice that too much if you have the jacket pulled all the way up. So it's not too bad. She is mostly covered up from head to toe in that leather material. So let me get her shades on and give you guys a look at Trinity with the shades. And here we have the Trinity figure with the shades on, and I think the shades do a good job of covering up any imperfections to the likeness to Carrie-Anne Moss. So I think with the shades on, yeah, the likeness is a lot better. And she does wear them quite often in the movie anyways. I switched out the hands to the grasping hands. Unfortunately, these are the only two grasping hands that she comes with. The other set are the closed fists, and again, these other more open hands here, so not really, you know, suited for grasping or holding on to the weapons such as the sword or the mini Uzis there. So that's how she looks with the weapons in hand. And a closer look here at the figure, or the head sculpt with the shades on. They stay on quite nicely. Again, they're plastic, so just be careful with handling that. And as far as the articulation with the upper body, let's cover some of that real quick. Yeah, let me set the camera down. The arms do go out quite nicely. Again, you're gonna, you know, find some hindrance due to the material there, but they do go out pretty good. There is a pretty good stretch to the fabric. The elbows do bend quite nicely, again with the fabric, and they hold their position. Rotation at the wrists, as well as a bit of a bend there. Of course, the head is going to be on a ball joint, so you can get all kinds of movement there. A little bit of movement. There's a nice ab crunch to the lower portion of the body there, and just a fair amount of rotation. It seems to bounce back quite a bit. It's probably due to the material. Again, my biggest fear with this figure is the material. Any of the 1/6 scale figures that have any kind of pleather-like material, such as this shiny leather, I always worry that over time they might degrade and maybe start falling apart on you. So I certainly hope that's not the case with this figure, because the nice glossy shine on this fabric is quite nice, and that would just totally destroy this figure if the material were to start falling apart. So hopefully that won't be the case, and I can enjoy this figure for many years to come. Let me get her set up with the other Uzi and show you how she looks next to the spiritual leader or Morpheus figure, also by Toyworks. And here we have Trinity with both of the automatic pistols in her hand there. I think that's a little bit more iconic to what I remember in the movie. Again, just you know, quickly posed with the skirt. Again, the wire in the skirt kind of helps for getting some cool dynamic poses there. And next to her we have the Toyworks spiritual leader or Morpheus, and I think they size it pretty well. And as I mentioned earlier, the stands seem to be exactly the same, just identical. And after looking at the sword that comes with the Morpheus figure, they also appear to be identical. Just one is with the more reddish colors there in the hilt, whereas the Morpheus one here is more of a white. But again, they appear to be the same mold anyways for these swords. Morpheus does come with the sword sheath, which does not come with the Trinity figure. But again, here they are side by side. I think they look quite cool. And if you have the Hot Toys Neo, or a custom version of Neo, that should pair up quite nicely with these two additional figures. So let me know what you guys think. Let me see, what else can I cover? I wish I did have my Neo figure available, but unfortunately that's tucked away somewhere in storage overseas. I think I did cover pretty much all of it. So yeah, we can end the video here. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Be sure to share the video, like the video, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. As always, stay safe, take care, and keep on collecting. Alright guys, that's it. I'll see you next time.